So now something happened and the trunk won't open. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure this out then, because 20 grand, like this is crazy. Like what? BMW has this huge flaw. All data doesn't have data for the M8. What's going on, YouTube family? Hey man, it's your boy KQ, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I have been slacking. I have not vlogged in probably 4 days since I came back from Los Angeles. Since I had to pay $1,500 for an ATV that I flipped. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Bro, don't be like me when you grow up. Unless you're gonna do the right thing, then you can. But anyway, man, today, we gotta talk about this BMW, bro. But before we even talk about this BMW, we gotta talk about the TrackHawk. Because I was on the way to the shop to go tell y'all how much BMW just pissing me off. And then, you know, we had a little overheating issue. So I had to pull my master tech out the shop in his domain to come all the way to my house. I'm an hour from the shop, y'all, because I'm over here overheating. So we got Angel in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, what?
We got a thermostat failure.
This isn't new for me, but okay.
So we're here to change the thermostat. And word of advice, whenever you put a new thermostat, you see this little thingy right here? This little flippy thingy nipple, whatever. You always got to put it at 12 o'clock, facing up. I just pulled this back, and if you can see,
it's not at 12 o'clock.
It's at the bottom.
And guess who put that thermostat in? Guess who's not putting this thermostat in?
So that definitely didn't help the situation.
Yeah, because I replaced this thermostat probably like 2 months ago or something.
It's a 180 thermostat, and what'd you hit, like 230 this morning? I woke up at 6 in the morning to a video saying, oh man, this thing's overheating. I'm like barely even awake.
Bro, I don't be driving wild. I had a customer come and pick his chain up, and y'all know when the customers pick their chain up, they be like, okay, Q, I gotta ride in the TrackHawk. I can't tell them no, so I gotta take them on the pool. So yeah, it might have been like 1 o'clock in the morning. I might have been hitting it, you know, real quick, and then I might have seen that the temperature start rising, and I'm like, oh, a little overheating issue. Hold up now. And then all my cars are at the shop. The Dragon is at the shop. The M8's at the shop. The TRX is at the shop. The all-wheel drive police charger's at the shop. And all I have is a TrackHawk, and it started overheating. So yeah, one of them days.
That's a problem.
That's definitely a problem. That's definitely a problem. Not as big as a problem is the BMW. Wait till y'all learn about the M8. Stay tuned, bro. It's like vehicle monstrosity. Like, if that's a thing, that's what it is. But yeah, so is this not a 180 thermostat? No? What is this one?
Oh yeah, it's a 180.
Oh, okay. So what comes factory in the Mopars?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Because I think it don't come with a 180. Because everybody say when you upgrade your thermostat, get a 180.
Upgrade to the 180.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what it come with, but hey, Mopar guys, and I think this go for really all Mopars really, because I had to do this on my Cat, the TrackHawk I gave away, and we had to do all of them to the 180. So make sure you guys change out your thermostat.
Like in the tune, you do a 180, or you install the 180, and then in the tune you just put the fans all the way on.
But you know, my TrackHawk different. The fans be coming on as soon as you crank the car. I don't know what's wrong with it.
It's in the tune.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's kind of good then. Safety?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because even though the thermostat wasn't properly working, the car didn't overheat until I started hitting it. And is that because the fans were already active and stuff?
Well, no. So what happens is the thermostat failed closed. So it wasn't letting coolant go into the engine and come back out into the...
Oh, properly flow.
It just stopped. Yeah, it wasn't flowing anymore.
Tight.
So it was trying to cool it down too, but... when you have like a mechanical failure like this and it's just stuck, then that's what that was.
And that could cause your motor to blow, if not, like, if you actually was driving on it and it overheat, couldn't that cause your motor to blow? Like,
yeah.
Would that cause like one of the rods to give out pistons? What would blow? Like, what?
Nothing good happens to it when you're
driving it when it's hot.
Driving it when it's real hot and you keep dogging it, and the temperature just keeps going up. Your oil temp goes higher, your coolant temp. You start messing with like everything, literally everything. So
yeah,
not only that, I mean, you're heating your supercharger up really hot too, and the air that goes inside of it's getting even hotter. So
it ain't getting no cool air. And I always tell y'all, word of advice, The cooler the car, the better it will run. No matter what, no matter how much power you got, the cooler you are, the better you'll run.
We're gonna
So don't
put a
forget
chiller
that.
on this thing too.
Oh yeah, inner chillers. Yeah, I gotta adjust the tune on this car too, cause my check engine on, and we was waiting on the MPI, so we
MPV?
can MPV, so we can do the multiple maps. So hopefully I can get that done ASAP. Get this thing tuned up the right way. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for that too, man. And y'all already know this thing was shooting flames, but we might actually have double flames because I might have loaded a flame tune up on here on accident. The OKQ custom special, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. All part, hope you ain't watching this. So are you bleeding the lines right now? Or what? Or just pumping water?
I'm getting some air out of it.
Oh, getting air out the lines.
You hear that? You hear that?
Mm-hmm. That's air? Air bubbles?
The bubbles, yeah. So if you massage this area right here.
Oh, you gotta get freaky with the TrackHawk.
Yeah, man, you gotta make some love to it.
Professional love maker.
That's why I overheated on you, because you keep beating it.
I'm not usually a car beater. That's crazy.
That's why every time I work on this thing,
It'd be screaming for help.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, oh yeah, it wants me.
That got kinky fast. Y'all. So we don't have to do like a coolant flush? No. Because it's just replacing just a thermostat. All right, let's crank it up. Mopar, baby.
So it looks like you're good to go now. So before, the top one was really hot, but the bottom one was cold, and that means it's a thermostat issue. And now they're both warm, so
now it's flowing properly.
yeah, and the temps aren't rising, so that's good.
Yeah, they was rising this morning on the way to the gym. I was scared of hell.
It's been about 185 for about 10 minutes now, so we're good.
Oh yeah. So I can go back to beating on it now?
Yep.
Alright y'all, so we gotta go for a test drive just to make sure everything is smooth. And I love these opportunities to have somebody else responsible driving. You know what I'm saying? Because if he breaks something, he can fix it. So it's even better. So if something was on the verge of breaking, we let Angel drive. And then if it break, I'm be like, Angel, you gotta fix it, bro. You broke the supercharger lid. You know, it's a win-win. You know what I'm saying? So just a little word of advice if y'all got any trustworthy, you know what I'm saying, people or mechanics. I'm trying to put y'all down, man. But anyway, yeah, we're going on a little ride.
Yo, which one of these houses is the one that burned?
Oh, it's way back there. I'll show you when we come back in. Yeah, I'm actually, if y'all don't follow my Instagram, I'm an honorary firefighter.
When it counts.
I actually helped.
They gave you your sticker?
No, that's it. It ain't came yet. They're supposed to give me a sticker because I helped assist with putting the fire out. I called the police and I actually helped with the water hose and I saved the dog. And they're supposed to give me a sticker for it. You know what I'm saying? I probably got to put a little more work so I can get a badge. Probably like 3-4 more houses. I need to run around, look for people that need help. You know what I'm saying? Like, on my Batman type, you know, it's just on my off days when I ain't at the shop or making jewelry or content, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. If y'all follow my Instagram, y'all already tapped in. If not, tap in, OKQ, you know what I'm talking about. All right, y'all, so it was the day I went to Kai's house. That day, I had went to the airport and I picked my guy Nick up. Literally at the airport, he had luggage. And I was like, yo, we could throw the luggage in the back seat, let me drop the top. I go to drop the top, and the top won't come down. It keeps saying error. So I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, all right, I'm trying again. I'm like, damn, okay. Now my M6 has had these issues where the convertible top would mess up. So it's like a sensor in the back in my M6. So you would go back there and you would kind of play with it, and then it would just let down after you kind of just play with it a little bit. So I tried to do the same thing with the M8. Would not let down. We went to Quick Trip. We were messing with it for like 40 minutes. Would not let down. So I'm like, damn, when I put the car, I want them to see top now. You know, that motherfucker got a little hard. Would not let it down. So luckily, he was able to fit his luggage in the trunk because the trunk was opening. and then the back seat. Cool. That's the first day I noticed it. So after that, top wouldn't let down at all. It never let down again. So I'm like, all right, let me see what's going on. So I hit my guy. He a BMW tech for 10, 15, well, no. He been a tech for like 20 years. So I'm like, yo, you know, let him know what's going on. He like, oh, I actually think the BMW M8s have that issue. I'm like, huh? He said, yeah, I'm looking online. There seems to be like a couple issues with the convertible tops. I'm like, oh, hell no. So, all right, cool. So go home. I'm like, all right, let me do research. I go on research and start seeing online. And I start seeing these posts, and they like, yeah, man, issues with the M8, convertible top, having issues, top won't let down. I don't know what to do. I went to the dealer, they can't help. I'm like, one guy was like, yeah, it was like a $20,000 job to try to get it done. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna have to figure this out then, because 20 grand for the convertible top? Like, this is crazy, like what? So I talked to my guy and he's like, yeah, it might be a huge job because you might have to take the whole top out just to change the sensor, which might be messed up. So in my mind, I'm like, maybe we messed something up when we did the stars or the ambient lights, because it's never been done in a drop top M8 ever. So maybe that's the case. Hence why the car is literally taken apart over there. All that's taken apart. So long story short, I'm just going through the phases of not being able to let my top down, and my system keeps going off. Ding, ding, top not locked, because it's not showing it's locked, because now it's like messing up. So it's driving me crazy because I have this brand new M8. Not new, but essentially new, and the top won't let down. Cool. Fast forward, y'all. This is where it gets tricky. So I hit my guy and I'm like, yo, the car died. So now I can't get in the trunk, and the car died and the door was locked. So I'm like, how am I gonna pop the lock? Like, how am I gonna open the door if it's locked? Because the battery's in the back. Well, the battery's under the seat or it's in the trunk. So the car died. So I'm going through it, bro. Like, what am I doing with this car? So my guy comes over and he pretty much jumps it off, and we're able to get back in the car. We pop the hood. We get in the car, pop the hood. Cool. He goes to do something in the trunk, and when he go do something in the trunk, it has an automatic button that presses to open and close it. So he does something back there, just messing around, hits the button and it closes. And then when it closed, the fuse or whatever went out. So now something happened and the trunk won't open. So now I have no access to dropping my top and no access to my trunk. So this is where the problem coming. This is where BMW has this huge flaw. Now, fast forward, I just went to Vegas and I had rented a Porsche. 2022 Spider 718. And I'm like, bro, $100,000 Porsche and they still got a manual top? Like, they cheap. Like, why Porsche being cheap? Well, now I see, because BMW doesn't have a manual top. They have an automatic electrical top. And I run into all these issues, and there's no way to manually open this top at all. Fast forward to my tech was like, look, man, we gotta figure this out. Bring it to the shop, we're gonna figure it out. Because my master tech, like, he don't have time to sit there and diagnose this car. He was like, it's gonna take a lot of time, a lot of money to sit there and take this whole car apart to figure out how to get the trunk to start back opening. In order to figure out how to get the top to work, you have to get in the trunk. But now we can't get in the trunk. So I'm like, okay. So long story short, I bring it to my shop, and my tech like, look, man, we gonna figure it out, Q. So for the past 3-4 days, we've been trying to get in this trunk. And it's gotten to the point where we looked online, we hit up All Data. All Data is a company that sells all data for all cars. It's a membership. You pay like a couple $100 a month, and you have all data to all cars, schematics, wiring, everything. So if you have a shop, I recommend you get it. But All Data doesn't have data for the M8. Crazy, right? So we get with All Data, and they don't have nothing on the M8. So they can't tell us the wiring, they don't know. Then we get online, nothing is online. We call BMW, call a dealership. Oh, we never heard of that, you know, it's not really much you can do. We're like, bro, how do we get in the trunk if an emergency happens and the trunk won't open, man, like from the back, like manual? How do you get in? You can't get in from the back seat. It's no way to get in from the back seat, because once the trunk is shut, it's mechanisms back here that locks the back seat in place. Now, in order to unlock the back seats, you have to open the trunk and unlock them there. So when the trunk's locked, you can't get in the back seats. and there's no way to get in the trunk without getting the back seats without opening the trunk. You get where I'm going here? So we're kind of screwed in this sense. So it got to the point where it's like we can't even figure out the convertible issue. All these codes is throwing because we can't get in the trunk. So for the longest we've been trying to figure that shit out, get in the trunk. It got to the point where we were going to cut open the trunk. Yes, with a saw. We're going to cut open the trunk. We called BMW to see how much a new trunk is. It's $2,000 for a new trunk. And we don't really have a choice. We have to find a way to get in this trunk. So we're gonna have to saw and cut the BMW M8 trunk. That's the only way we're gonna get in. But before we do that, I decided, you know what? I was saying that I wanted to do some iced out diamond emblems. So I want to take the BMW logo and I want to put diamonds in it. That way when you diamond test my Beamer, it passed the tester, it's lit. So I was already talking about doing that. So I had took my logo, got a 3D scan of it so we can make it into a actual piece, you know, to put on. It's pretty much essentially a chain that's gonna go in the car. So I was like, yo, Angel, why don't we drill a hole where the emblem was? Hence this spot back here with all this tape. So that's what we wound up doing. We wound up drilling a hole into the emblem. This is crazy because this is a defect from BMW. They have no fail-safe for situations like this, and it caused me to have to go through all this craziness. So we drilled a hole in there, and we drilled a hole, and then now what we're trying to do is find a way to hit the emergency latch in the trunk. Because if somebody gets stuck in your trunk, every car has to have an emergency latch to open up. So now we're trying to figure out how to get that. So we drilled a hole. Literally, we drilled a hole. We take a micro camera, put the camera in there with a flashlight, and look for that latch. So we find it. But now we gotta figure out how to open the latch. Whew. When I tell y'all, hours of trying to stick a hanger in there, trying to stick anything in there to pull this latch, bro. And finally. Matter of fact, I got the video. I'm gonna show y'all the video. Finally, they was able to get this damn coat hanger in there. And they had to drill the hole even more. So now I have a big ass hole, like this big, right here, inside my BMW trunk. But it's fine, because I do have new emblems I'm getting made. First BMW, iced out diamond, yeah, cool. But pretty much now we're finally here today. So we done went through all this. It's been a month and a half, almost 2 months. I haven't been able to let my top down. Haven't been able to use my trunk. The car's been beeping nonstop. And you know, when BMW has these codes, it affects the driving. So now you got, like my volume won't go up. I can't turn my speakers up to the max because it's beeping because of the top thing. And you can't just code it out. I tried to code it out, wouldn't let me. So yeah, pretty much been screwed. And you know, Beamer couldn't tell me nothing. BMW couldn't tell me nothing. Nobody could tell me nothing because they said, oh, we never experienced this before. We don't know how. And I'm just like, bro, this is crazy to think that this is a $150,000 car and they don't have a simple way to get inside the trunk if the fuse panel or whatever, if it has an electrical issue or something happens, there's no emergency way to get in the trunk. And I know we're in a new era where, you know, back in the day, you just put your key in there and pop it, boom. And that's what I wound up having to do when the car locked. If you pop off the key handles on the M8, you can stick a key in there to unlock it, which I found out when the car died. So that's how I was able to get into the car when it died, when I thought it was over with. I was panicking. But with the trunk, no options, bro, like nothing. So now I'm stuck pretty much fixing. Pretty expensive job, but it's not that bad because like I said, we're gonna just bondo this emblem over. But it's pretty crazy to think that this $150,000 BMW has this major defect. Like BMW really got me with this. Like, you know, I was talking so much junk about Porsche and how they had a manual top, but golly, I did not see this coming. So yeah, the last 2 months has just been hell with this car. And you know, this is my favorite car right now. Like, I mean, next to the TRX, but it's been a hassle. So anybody who owns a newer BMW, beware of this issue and this thing that's going on, because I don't want nobody else to go through this, because boy, it's been hectic. I'm talking, I had to shut my shop down for a week just to have my guy on this car to try to figure out how the hell we gonna get inside this trunk to get this thing moving along. So it's been pretty crazy, but now we got somewhere. We still ain't figured out we don't even know how we're gonna get the convertible top to even start back working. We don't know if it's like a fuse, if the sensor, first off, the sensor is inside the top, like over there or right here. So the whole top might have to come out, which God knows how long that would take. So we still gotta figure that part out to even get the top back working. We don't know how much the sensor is. We still don't even figure out how we even gonna get the trunk back working, because we don't even know what happened. Like, we don't know if it just died or fused. We still, you know, processing and just diagnosing, trying to see. But we got somewhere. And I wanted to really make this video once we got things moving, because for the last 2 months I was pissed. The car still drive fine, you know what I'm saying, still drive. Speed warnings would pop up because of all the lights and everything that was going on, but you could still drive, you could still speed a little bit. But you couldn't turn the volume all the way up. You had it always ding, ding, ding. And whew, I couldn't use my trunk. So I couldn't really go nowhere that required me to bring a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't open the trunk. But we back in the game, man. And you know, if you got an M8 or a newer BMW, I don't even know what to tell you to be aware of and be careful of, because it just randomly happens. So I don't even know how to tell y'all to avoid this. But maybe keep your back seats unlocked just in case. And I'm not sure if the G80s are like this or M850 drops. I don't know if it's just an M8 thing. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely been a hassle. Now I'm gonna show y'all the after effect and what we kind of are doing to keep it up. And then I'll get y'all some updates and let y'all know once we figure it out, once we fix this. So you guys who own y'all BMWs don't have to go through this crazy, drastic situation. Y'all probably think I'm being over dramatic. Bro, this shit's been crazy. Like, it was driving me crazy, bro. Literally 90,000 in, and this is what I gotta deal with. This thing has like 25,000 miles on it, and this is what I'm dealing with. And I had an M6, which is the older version, and I never had to deal with that. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy, but I'm gonna show y'all that, and then I'm gonna let y'all decide on what y'all think. Y'all let me know in the comments what I should do next. How should we fix this problem? Y'all, what are master BMW techs? Because my guy been there 24 years, and he having a hard time. So maybe somebody in the comments might know, like, oh, bro, you just gotta plug up the Wi-Fi to the conjector and then put some fluid in there, or whatever y'all think. So let me know in the comments, man. All right, y'all, so this is the hole right here. We had to really drill. And we found out that BMW's trunks are fiberglass. Oh, I'm not supposed to stick my hand in here. I'm tripping. Because that shit gets stuck in your hand. It'll burn forever, like for a long time. But yeah, this is the hole we made. As you see, it came through there to where the light was at. And we have this to make sure it don't close. Ever. I mean, not ever, but you know. But essentially now we can get in through the back seat now. As y'all see, we can get through the back seat now. Boy, boy, boy. What a mess. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. We're gonna figure this thing out, man. And all right, we back. My bad, y'all. Lighting was kind of trash, but as y'all see, we do some crazy work here at OKQ Customs. We usually don't run into these issues. Now Beamers, they're a little different, but you know, the Dragon was completely, y'all remember what the Dragon looked like. And we got that thing back running. It was, bro, I took it to 9 different shops. Nobody could figure it out. Kept screwing me over. And then now, within a month and a half, we got the Dragon back running for a fraction of the price that I paid at these other shops. TrackHawk running, TRX running, everything good. But boy, this Beamer, boy, it's been a nightmare. But I can't complain too much because Lisa drives. But man, if anybody knows how to help me or got some advice, or you know, maybe I'll figure this out by the time y'all comment this and I can give y'all an update. But yeah, it's been crazy. So all my Beamer owners out there, be careful, heads up, be cautious dealing with these new Beamers, man, because it can really be a headache. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I love y'all. Let me know if y'all enjoy these more informational type videos or my struggle type videos, because this is what this is, my struggle, or you know, videos just about stuff like that. Let me know if y'all enjoy that. If y'all don't, I ain't doing it no more. You know what I'm saying? I keep it to myself. I'll fix it, keep it pushing. Yeah, channel been crazy. We got to hit 1 million by the end of, I don't want to say the end of the year because that's so far away. So the middle of the year, can we hit 1 million by the middle of the year? But I ain't pressing it. Whatever we got to do, we got to do it. I'm with y'all. let's make it happen. But I love y'all. I appreciate the support. It's your boy OKQ. And you know, I'm gone. Bitch, you ugly. Did you make the accept?